Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and pictured digitally on your screen is every-time producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with Back to School Wisconsin Badger 2027-2028 season of struggle. Jeff, you've simmed up since the last time we were on. We're now in September, and the team looks radically different. What did you do?
Well, more of what was done to me. We had a few problems in the off season. Let me take you to the transaction log. And, well, you can see what happened at the end of last year. We had four pretty decent seniors graduate. And then, well, make it five, actually. Breveris, the goalie, left later on. Chapman, Novak, Mellenbacher, Buckberger, and Breveris were all pretty regular players for us last year. That was their last year, though, so they are gone. Had a few promising young guys come in, but then we got to the new year. And first thing, well, that didn't happen right away, but about 3 weeks into the new season, Carson Steinhoff, who'd been kind of underperforming a little bit. We expect him to be a sort of a big star right out of his freshman year. And he didn't quite do that immediately. He's been playing really well, good 280 defenseman. But this may have been his breakout year, but we'll never know because he signed with Detroit. He was a late first-round pick for them, I think it was last year. So he's had enough of Wisconsin. He's going to be plus starting the season in Grand Rapids this year. But doesn't really we don't really care because we've lost him. As if that wasn't bad enough, about a month and a little bit later, once I thought I was out of the woods and wasn't going to lose anybody else, Hiroki Gorsik, who was off to kind of a slow start for not a great freshman year, but last year after Macklin Celebrini left early, we moved him to center from the wing, and he did a great job. I think he was our second leading scorer last year, and looking forward to bringing him back because he was only a seventh round pick by Columbus 3 years ago when he was still in playing Junior A, I think 24. Yeah, Penticton, there he is. They drafted him out of Penticton.
Yeah.
And you figure he wouldn't be on their radar, but apparently that big season last year impressed somebody in Columbus, and they gave him a contract. So he too will be starting in the AHL this year, and that's two big pieces of what we expected to be happening in our what do we expect to build the roster around this year that are gone now. And this one this one I did do to myself. Remember at the end of the last show we had defenseman Michael Dubois, who hadn't played all year. He was a freshman, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to be smart now. I'm going to redshirt him so we don't lose a year of eligibility since he hasn't played a game and he's still eligible for a redshirt. Problem is...
He got mad.
No, he didn't get mad. He got stupid. I think you've got the news item still here. Yeah. Literally yesterday, he was academically ineligible this year. He apparently didn't keep up in summer school. And because we'd used that red shirt on him, we can't academically redshirt him for a year. So he got no other choice but to leave the program. So that guy is completely gone now, and that's a little bit of this season's defensive depth that's going to be missing. On top of that, William Arlick, and remember, bear in mind we've lost Gosik, who's going to be our starting center this year. So Arlick, who'd had a couple of decent, not a spectacular start, but probably was going to be at least the second line center this year, winds up also academically ineligible. So I redshirted him too, because I still was able to do that with him, but he's not going to be around this season. And if he screws up again, then he won't be around next year either, and that'll be it for him. So what that leaves us with is trying to build the roster around...
Overkill of ASC in our OTP development chat says you can't have one of your assistant coaches do his homework for him.
No, this isn't SEC football. No, SEC football, he wouldn't have to do the homework to begin with. But so what we got left is the first line center this year is going to be Isaac Lindstrom, who's hasn't really produced offensively, and you can see from his ratings he's more of a two-way guy, probably won't going to wind up as a checking forward in the pros. but he's going to have to center that first line just because there's really nobody else that fits. And he's going to be between last year's two big freshmen, Marty San Luis' son Mason and Leo San Michel, who both had great freshman years, but they had Gosek as their center. So let's see how they do with somebody who isn't quite as offensively talented.
I
After
mean,
that,
you could hypothetically move one of your right wings in the center. I don't know if it's a good idea, but
well,
you
you got
could.
well, Ty Ratty's brother is about the only one. He can't really play center. Yeah, he's only a 10 there, so that doesn't work. We got Atkinson, who's
I
should
mean, they
be
would
he's
learn.
slow developing, but yeah. Oops. Sorry. I got a new mouse and it's still getting a feel for it, so I'm going to probably
Oh,
wind up
okay,
moving the
what'd
save
you
that's
get?
being earned. Logitech cordless. That's not a gaming one. I can't remember the number of it.
Okay, I don't use that either. I don't use a gaming one either. I was curious.
Yeah, well, apparently the deal with the gaming ones is they're like a lot lower rated for the frequency of use, so
Yeah, I
they wear
guess.
out quicker. And I mean, I got 2 years out of the last one, but we'll see how long this one lasts. And I'm still it's not perfectly symmetrical like my old one was, so still feels weird. I only had it a couple of days ago. Okay, so anyhow, what we're doing here, Lindstrom's gonna have to be the. I think we're stuck with him as center unless Lucas Kaplan, who had potential at one point and was, first he was had a bunch of was causing a bunch of morale problems on the team, screwing up team harmony. So he probably didn't get the chance that I could have given him. So maybe he can resurrect his career if he has a good year this
Wait,
year.
wait. Sorry, I just noticed this. We lost how many guys and we still have Isaac Lindstrom?
Yep. Why wouldn't we have him?
Well, he's 25. You think he'd be like, would have
Yeah.
signed a contract or something by this point?
Yeah, well, we started this with the early database, and he must be doing his master's now because he actually did 2 years of college before this, apparently. So yeah, I think I fixed that later. He wouldn't normally be signable by an NCAA team out of, or at least would probably wouldn't happen. He would go from an NCAA team and then St. Mary's and Halifax, or ACHA team and to a college team. But so he's a little weird there. That's I think if you start a game now, it'll be the updated database and that sort of thing won't happen. But anyhow, we got him, and that's the best we can do at the moment. So obviously he'll be on the first line with San Michel and San Luis, and I think this is what I'm going to go with the line. Do with the lines. Atkinson, he's only 1.5 stars. We're going to have to put him on the second line and hope he develops quickly. The D is really looking thin. I had to make Will Scahan, who's been sort of an okay two-way guy his first 3 years. Graduating senior now, he's the only 5-star defenseman we got left. Then Jarrett Ross, who big potential, so-so freshman year last year. And then we start to decline, and I think we're going to have to be starting Seneschal, who's 1.5 stars only. And the 2 extra defensemen we got, assuming we don't have to get a walk-on, are half-star guys. So let's hope we don't get any defenseman injuries because we haven't got any depth there at all now because of the red-shirted guy leaving and graduations and the unexpected signing of Steinhoff. Got lots of goalies. If we were going to lead allowed trade, I could trade for a defenseman, but trade one of these guys for a defenseman, but we're not. We're stuck with them. Elias has 1 more year of eligibility left, so he's obviously going to be the starter at 4 stars. I'm going to try Cam as the backup. The other 2 guys are a little older, and I'm not sure we'll ever wind up using them. And I'm going to redshirt Mark Lees, who's apparently a pretty big prospect because he was playing. I noticed he was playing on the Canadian under-18 team at the under-18 championships. So that must be a fairly high-end guy. So he's only 17. He's presumably going to go in the draft next year.
But you're not going to play him.
1.5 stars now. I could put him in as the backup. Do you think I should go with him as a backup over at Cam? I mean, Cam is 4.5 star potential.
Uh, I mean, I probably would because you're going to develop him a little bit quicker being a backup rather than redshirted.
I'll leave the red shirt off now. If we still haven't used him by the end of the season, then I'll.
I mean, you could pump a bunch of points into him and into that forward you were talking about for development.
Atkinson, yeah, good point. Because yeah, you'll have to do that. And then what else we got? We've got another guy here who's interesting. Sheldrake is only half a star right now, but 5 star potential. Big season with the NTDP last year. So I think I may wind up putting him instead of. Oh, I wonder if I can turn him into a right wing.
You can turn anybody into anything. Just takes a little bit more work.
Well, let's try it. Sheldrake, there he is, number 13. Okay, roles. Let's quickly cycle through this. Whoops. I'm going to do this from this screen. Just checking the roles to make sure the new guys are set appropriately, and if the old guys have developed, if they might be in a better role now. So far, so good. Dishan looks better as a stay-at-home. He's going to be playing on the bottom pair, so that works. Scan, going to have to be a little more offensive this year. Ross, oh yeah, 19 at 2A for sure. Coin is Adrian Coin's son. Yeah, rushing. Gonna switch Rolison to mobile defenseman. If he comes in, he's going to be in the bottom pair. Pino's fine, stay at home. Yeah. Best roll rating in the non-goon rolls is aggressive. It's a 6 for him. I hope he develops fast.
E2.
Gonna switch San Luis to a perimeter shooter. Have him shoot a little bit more from the outside. He's a little better at that. Flynn looks okay. San Marie, okay. I'm just checking the roll here and compare, seeing if there's anything better than what he's listed at. So far, so good. Before, see, a couple of games last year. You see him as more of a defensive forward if he does get in, which is questionable. Oh, Antonio's been set to agitator. Let's take him on grinder, see if that, because he hasn't really produced that much in his first 3 years. Let's see if that picks him up.
So, Jeff, here's a question for you, because we haven't really talked about this. So, NCAA does not encourage fighting at all, correct?
No,
in fact, can you not get suspended for doing that in the NCAA?
Don't think so. I think I remember looking that up, and I don't think there's a specific. I think there may be a set number of fights. I'd have to check in the database. So I think I can't remember that up at one point.
So if you set your entire team to a goon squad, probably not end up very well.
Yeah, probably not a good idea. Johan Franzen, but not that Johan Franzen. Okay, Arlick. Oh no, he's sitting out the year. That's right. Kaplan.
College hockey says it's a 5-minute penalty and you get a game misconduct. Quick look, that's what it says.
Wait, there's a roll here I thought I would need to change. What was Lindstrom at? Oh man, it's best. Okay, back checking forward. Take that out. And let's try him as a power forward. See if he can score that way. Okay, that is all set now. Let's take a look at the training screen. And yeah, pointless to put anything more into Elias. I'll split it between Cam and Lee's. Deschem, I don't know, he's got a little more potential than I thought. Leave that in. And the thing with normally when I'm looking at training, I'm looking for the gap between ability and potential. But since we're in a college league, a lot of guys will hit their potential. It doesn't show more than 5 stars. So even a guy who's at 5 stars may have significant potential above that. It's just that we don't, there's a limit to how many stars you can show. And the thing is, I'm doubtful that Scahan's got that much more to go since he wasn't a draft pick. I don't think. A coin? No, I didn't have anything on a coin. That's bad. Pino graduating doesn't really need that. Rest for Epperson. I'm going to really focus on the new guys. I'm trying to keep the bonus score, the second number, above 10. Now, Sheldrake, that's the one I got to worry about.
Yeah.
Can I give him across the board? If I got enough? Yeah, just enough. Okay, Arlick is the red-shirted guy. I'm not going to waste trading emphasis on him on the chance that he doesn't come back. See if we can give Lindstrom a little offensive help. Zap doesn't need that. Raddy's not going to get much better. Sam Michelle has a couple of points already. And Atkinson, can I squeeze another point? Okay, down to 9, not great. Let's take that away from Sam Michelle.
Choices. Huh?
Okay, there we go. All right.
So, Jeff, for anyone looking at scouting for the first time, what's a key thing you want, or not scouting, sorry, training, what's a key thing you want to do here?
Well, mainly I'm trying to focus the training bonus, the second number, into guys that have a lot of undeveloped potential. So there's a big difference between ability and potential, or guys that I see, that are going to be playing critical roles at some point in the future, versus guys who are about as good as you're going to get. Like say, Ratty, in that case, he's at 2.5 stars out of 3. He's a junior. There's probably not a whole lot of development room left.
Okay, and what does the brackets numbers mean for someone?
That's the training bonus. That's how much extra help he's getting to his development speed. So the more you add to that, depending on how good your coaching staff is, the faster the player will develop. Generally, other things can still go wrong with it. Scouting, take a quick look. I think we're blue everywhere. Maybe one more scout if I can afford it. Yeah, cover the. Yeah, I haven't got a local one really. Any good ones in Wisconsin? Oh no, that's Alabama. Click twice. I'd rather have somebody. There's one in Michigan. Who's not interested in us? Another one in Michigan. Also not interested. Okay, we're apparently not going to get the great potential guys. Let's try the very goods. Guy in Illinois. Yeah, he'll do it relatively cheaply. Good. And that gets us all to dark blue. Okay, and the lines are set. Then the last thing to do for the preseason, set up the tactics. Don't have as much offensive talent this year, so I'm going to ratchet back the attacking tendency a bit. And I'm just looking at the lists for fits, and it looks like everything we're doing so far is fairly good. That bad fit for Sheldrake is probably just because he hasn't adapted. He hasn't developed yet. Yeah, he's bad across the board, but yeah, you can see everything. There's the majority of my players are still good fits, so the system looks like it doesn't need any changes at all. And we did, it has done pretty well for us so far. You can see that's a track record. We start this in 2022, so playoffs every year, and I think we won 2 conference tournaments.
I was going to say one. I think.
Maybe it was 1. And not much success in the national tournament yet. But anyhow, starting the season, first exhibition game against Northeastern. And 5-2. Whoa, okay. So maybe Lidstrom is going to work out in the first line center spot. 4 goals and an assist in his first exhibition game.
Well, that's good. Good start. See if he can keep it going.
And Torno gets hurt. Is it anything bad? Ooh, high ankle sprain, 1 to 2 months. So Shiraz does get into the lineup. And yeah, he can stay there. Nope, not going to delay tournament or delay treatment for that. And Miami of Ohio is the defending national champion. I don't think they lost a lot of guys to graduation. I'll take a look in a second just to have a look at their transaction list, or see if maybe they got somebody signed too off the championship team. Okay, so season ticket numbers, 11,000 season tickets, great. What happened to Miami? Right, what conference is Miami of Ohio in? NCHC, right? Okay. And transaction log. Oh, redshirted a few guys. And other than graduating seniors, they didn't lose anybody. Oh, wait. Oh, the graduating seniors must have hurt them, because that's not a very good team now.
No, that's a pretty terrible team.
They got Ruchinski, who was had a good year last year. Oh, no, Hayden was the goalie. He's up to 3-star potential now. I think it was lower than that when we last saw him. And gives Cam a start in the exhibition game against UMass. And another 5-2 win. Another big game for the first line. San Luis with 4 points. How did Lindstrom do? No points, but a decent game rating. San Luis gets 4 points, but his center doesn't get any. Oh, I should take a look at the special teams. I wonder who's playing center on the power play. Oh yeah, that's why. Ascot, the new guy, is there. Yeah, I'm going to put Lindstrom in that first unit. Ascot can stay in the 5 and 3 one. I'll just swap out Trist for Sam Marie. They're about the same. Yeah, 6-1 win over Holy Cross, and Atkinson, the guy we're hoping to develop, has 4 points. Well, maybe this won't be as bad as I thought it was. I thought last season was going to be bad too after losing Celebrini, but managed to turn it into a pretty good year.
Yeah. All things considered.
And yeah, go with that. And one more start for Cam against Quinnipiac. And can we stay undefeated in the preseason? No, just barely. 1-0 shutout. And Cam gets an exhibition shutout. Good for him. think that was the last exhibition game. Might be one more. Nope, that's it. We got a week off now for starting the season against St. Cloud State. Oh, who's got open hostility? What's going on there?
Oh, that's fun.
Just a couple of clicks and minor conflicts. They're not that bad.
We've actually been pretty fortunate, all things considered, with our run, huh? They haven't really had
we
any.
had that one. What's his name? The guy we went on the third line now, Kaplan. He caused a problem when he first came in, but that's been the only serious thing since we started this game. And San Luis, not surprisingly, the highest selling jersey, wearing 26. And season preview. We're the favorites. And San Luis apparently near the top of the scoring race. They're really thinking Scan's going to have a good year. I don't know. That might be awfully optimistic. And Elias is listed as one of the best in the league, best goalies in the league.
Hopeful.
So they have a little bit of a depth problem, but the top guys are great. And monthly budget. Bump the morale a little. Scouting 2. And leave it at that for now. And yeah, it'll be a few days before it gets to the first game. There we go, the training camp development report. So these, the first part will be the guys who haven't signed with us yet, or haven't joined the team yet. Pretty good development there, but new guys. Arlick, who's sitting out academically redshirting year, gets a couple of points. That's good. Axe Scott, the new recruit, up to 2 stars. Good news. A coin developing nicely. Charest gets a couple of points. Elias still going up. There we go. Flynn, one of the new recruits. Look at those. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 14, plus 15 points total.
Nice.
In one camp. So yeah, he's going to be pretty big off the start. Cam only a couple. Kaplan +4, it's okay. Lees with 6, or no 7, because that rebound is up +2. That's good. Lindstrom still going up. Markham, the half-star guy, gets a bunch. Sheldrake, bunch of +2s, but still stuck at 0.5. So hopefully he develops pretty quickly on the 4th line. And Atkinson, there we go. That's good. That's up to 2 stars now. So I may have the guys on the 2nd line may have developed just enough to be reasonably credible this year. Oops. Do you guys want changes? Turner wants 18, sure, and Arlick wants 8. Arlick, who's not even playing, wants to change his jersey number, but sure, fine, whatever.
He wants to cash in all those. What's it called now for college athletes? I can't even think of the term.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. The thing where they can make endorsement money now.
Yes.
Well, lots of endorsement money for 3rd line college hockey centers.
He'll be raking in the hundreds of cents. Probably more than the, if he was redshirted.
I don't think he's getting a whole lot either way. And looks like Minnesota and Michigan split their opener, one game in overtime. Should take a look around the rest of the Big Ten, just see if anybody's particularly strong this year. We'll do that as soon as we come out of this. And we should be there in a couple of days. It's Tuesday, Wednesday, and the games will be, if you haven't seen the college hockey streams before, the way the schedule works, it's pretty much all, except for a couple of very brief periods, all Friday and Saturday back-to-back games against the same team. And almost there. Thursday should, and first game should, yeah, there we go, tomorrow against St. Cloud State. Okay, and the starting poll, which isn't going to be very accurate. These teams have only played a couple of games. As Merrimack in first place. That won't last. And what do we got in the rest of the Big Ten? Michigan. Michigan is in trouble. That roster
Finally
gotten decimated after the. I mean, they were great the first few years. They've got one guy, Jeremiah Roberts, 5-star, and then after that, it just falls off completely. Minnesota, a little better, decent goaltending, a little more forward depth. D looks pretty questionable though. Ohio State, yeah, likewise, pretty thin, although they've got a little bit more depth. Notre Dame, yeah, pretty much the same picture all the way through the conference. A few guys up top and then young guys that haven't developed yet. Michigan State looks a little bit better. Humphreys, graduating senior, pretty good, 5-star guy. And Penn State. Goaltending is okay and absolutely nothing after that. 1 2-star center, and wow, those are some rough recruiting classes. Okay, season opener against St. Cloud State, and 3-0 shutout to start the year. And Kaplan, second line center, has a couple of points. Oh, looks like the start of the season is a little different. We've got Holy Cross as the second game. Oh, was that?
No, I was coughing, sorry. Couldn't get to my mute button in time.
Yeah, I almost did. I only got part of it. And swap Saint-Marie out for Charest again. Probably alternate those two through most of the year. They're pretty much interchangeable. And let's try giving Cam a start. And actually, Hilly's got the shutout, so we'll go with him again.
Smart choice.
And a 7-1 win. And Charest gets into the game on the third line, gets 3 points. First star. And Taden Ratty, I don't think had a goal or only one goal last year. Scores. So, undefeated after the first weekend. Michigan's 2-0 and 1-2. Harvard also undefeated to start the year, 3-0.
So one of the things, Jeff, I'm trying to recall, have we seen a lot of coaches get fired in the college ranks?
There's been a bit of turnover. I looked, it tends to happen. I think it's set to exclusively happen at the end of the year in college. I think we removed the mid-season firings. So there's a little less turnover, but I've definitely seen some in the off-season.
And speaking of other things, what do you think of the big contract signing today?
Yeah, Aho. So he and Sorokin are the only guys signed through whatever 8 years from now is.
2034.
2034.
don't know if that's no, that's when his contract ends. I
And
think.
there we go, number 2 in the first real poll of the season. And St. Thomas. Easy 5-0 win over them. Ascot with another couple of points. He's off to a pretty good start for a freshman.
And I guess Jeff too, since we're talking about all this stuff. How do you feel about Patrice Bergeron retiring?
Yeah, a little bit surprised there. Not, disappointed. He's going to bring Boston a little back towards the rest of the league after they ran through it in the rest of the regular season last year. But yeah, it's a hell of a career for him.
Yeah, sad he only ever got one cup, but he did get that great gold medal.
Hall of Fame?
I think so. I don't know how he doesn't make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Listen, there is a lot of guys who, and there's still some guys who've made it in the Hall of Fame who should be in the Hall of Very Good. But Patrice Bergeron is a guy who should be in the Hockey Hall of Fame.
Going to give Cam his first start of the season. Second game against St. Thomas, and 8-1 blowout win again. So we're just rolling through this so far. What's the scoring look like after the first 4 games? Epperson's finally taken off. 6 points in his first 4. Ascot, the true freshman, 18 years old, 6 points in his first 4 college games, and he's only got 2.5-star potential. So he's taking advantage of that gap at center, and unfortunately, Lindstrom only has 2 points in his first 4 games, so I have to think about moving Ascot up. And Ross has a day-to-day injury, but I think that'll be done. It's just a minor facial cut. That should be back to normal by the time we get to the next games, because that was the 2 for this weekend. And Michigan State is also 4-0.
All right.
Ilias, 3 games, 1 goal against. May not have quite as much offense this year, although we've had a few blowout wins so far, but the D should be pretty solid. Number 1 in the country, Michigan State is number 2. Defending national champions, Miami, are they? Yeah, there they are, number 6. And there we go. Ross is almost back in time for North Dakota. Um, 80% fitness, he can play.
Yeah.
And another one big win, 7-1 over North Dakota. Lindstrom finally 3 assists. And the points leader apparently needs to be able to buy a vowel. Fondurk? Who is that? Conrad Fondurk.
Sweet name.
Yeah, American. Minnesota, pretty good career. 19 points in 7 games so far.
Oh, he's from Minnesota. Okay, that makes way more sense then.
The prospect, yeah, 3rd rounder by the Devils. Must be a real guy.
If he's from Minnesota, he's probably got some Norse blood in him. That's kind of a Norse name.
Yeah, Fondurk? Seems more like Eastern European.
I don't know. They have some weird spelling stuff there.
Ross's fitness is way down, so we'll get Rollis in a game.
Conrad Fondurk.
And 3 points from Lindstrom. And 3 points from Lindstrom and a 4-game suspension. So he finally gets on track, and then he does something that gets him suspended for a while. So that is going to put Franzen in the line. Actually, I'm going to put Franzen into Ascot's spot, and Ascot was scoring well, so he can go into the top line.
He is committed to go to Boston University in 2025-2026.
Where's he playing now? Collier must be high
He
school.
played at Mount St. Charles Academy.
Oh, he's. Do I have the right birthplace on him? Mount St.
Yep,
Charles
Minnesota.
is Rhode Island. That's odd.
St. Paul, Minnesota.
You'd think he'd play high school somewhere in Minnesota.
He played for the Minnesota Fire in 21-22,
And then went to a prep school back
and then
east.
went to Rhode Island Saints. So yeah.
Oh, so he's playing junior before he in Rhode Island. Maybe the family moved or something. Okay, Antorno is almost back. We're still undefeated at 6-0, but so is Michigan State.
Weirdly enough, with that, he is Googling saying his rights are owned by the Edmonton Oil Kings.
WHL rights, yeah, makes sense. He's in the WHL area.
Yeah.
Wow, Holy Cross not off to a good start. 6 goals in their first 6 games and 29 against.
He was the 18th overall pick in the U.S. priority draft last year.
USHL. Yeah, so a decent prospect then.
No, in the WHL U.S. priority draft.
WHL US draft. Drafted by the USHL or NAHL yet? And we're number 1 in the college pool.
Well, he was traded to Edmonton in December for his rights from Kamloops, but again, Elite Prospects has him as Boston University in 2025-2026.
Yeah. So they're just moving his rights around. He's probably still going to go to college. And we got Penn State, who's off to a 1-5 start. And an easy 7-1 win. Kaplan with 3 points. Atkinson continuing to score. And San Luis third, and kind of fun. Look at Fondrick. He's running away with 27 points already. We're only 7 or 8 games in. And Humphreys in Michigan State has an 18-game point streak going. Yeah, gets a second game of lids for suspension. Go with Cam again. Since Penn State doesn't seem to be doing too well. 9-3 win. 6 points from San Luis. So San Luis is not giving up that scoring title without a fight. And San Michel's up to 3rd spot.
Okay, so apparently he's playing for the under-17 team next year. As I continue to look at this, and there's
okay, yeah, he must be a serious prospect then.
oh yeah, there's apparently some hazy things because he committed to Boston, even though he can't officially get an offer from them until August 1st.
Yeah, he's too young.
So he's 3 weeks ahead of that. So there's some questions about
what year is it showing him? Is Elite Prospect showing him with Boston? They usually do that in advance.
I said 2025, 2026.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 2 years out, he'll be a while away. All right, development report. Prospects looking good, and still a little bit of development. San Luis, the number 3 selling jersey in college hockey. Kaplan still out day to day. Oh, yeah, Torno's back. Good. And Elias, 0.67 goals against average in his first 6 games. Leave the monthly budget as it is. And we're 8-0, but so's Michigan State. I wonder when we play them. Good Captain's getting better, and Bristol #1 in the poll. What's going on with Holy Cross? 0-8 now. They don't look that bad.
You just can't catch a break.
Decent goalie, but decent goalie who's averaging 5+ goals against him so far this season. And might have had a tough schedule to start the season. When do we get with Michigan State? Minnesota, Ohio State, Michigan. Michigan State is the only games we play in December, 10th and 11th. Looks like Kaplan may make it back to us in time for the next game. And San Luis now has the goal scoring lead. Yeah, Kaplan's back just in time. Good. And Fondrick is still stuck on 27 now. He's been there for a while. Did he get hurt? Yeah, Kaplan is back. Nope, still healthy apparently. How's UConn doing? Oh, 5-2-2 to start the year. He's got a pretty good line right there. That may be part of why he started so fast. And first game against Minnesota. 9-3 win. Doesn't look like anybody in the division can touch us or the conference can touch us this year. San Luis with another 4-point game.
Good for him.
And he's only 2 points behind Fondrick now. And we got another game tomorrow against Minnesota again, so Michigan State won again. And this should be the last game of Lidstrom's suspension. Lindstrom. Throw Nathan Cam in for that one. Ooh, much closer. 4-3 win. Scan finally gets the first star. And it doesn't look like San Luis got anything in that game. Oh, wow. Ascot, the freshman, is up to 4th in the country in assists now. Oh, Michigan State lost one. So the clear-cut conference leader now. And a 10-game winning streak. Fondrick finally got a few points. The other surprising thing about Bergeron retiring was how late in the season it came. Or late in the summer. I mean, well, I guess no, it's only the July. I would have expected it to have been like June or.
I think he probably. It still would not shock me if he ends up coming back at some point, but I don't think he will.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on the trading deadline or around there. I forgot it's National Signing Day today, so we'll see. We should have the. We've been doing so well. We should have the.
Hi, Max. Max Duquette's in our chat, in the FHM chat.
Yeah, I should mention we're streaming this on 3 different channels on Twitch, or on 2 different Twitch channels, and the Steam channel and the Steam stream as well. Okay, we should be. Yep, we've been doing so. It's the pick priority here tends to favor the teams who've done well recently, as we have. So we're just ahead of Miami, the national champions. So we get to go first here. Our commitments. Don't have, actually, surprisingly weak for. Yeah, this was a little bit of a draft gap in our recruitment.
Oh, we didn't have contracts to give out, or not
Yeah,
contracts, but
scholarships. We do
scholarships.
have four. We got four open right now, and then have three seniors graduating. So we've got 7 to give out here. So I'm just going to go. Pretty much. Is there anybody who's going to be contributing right away? Who's this? Connor Doherty. 17-year-old, already 2.5 stars. New Mexico, North American League. Committed to Mass Lowell. And he's from Massachusetts.
That seems unlikely then.
And playing on the U.S. national team. So that's like a guy's obviously a future NHL first rounder. Williamson. We do need centers. Only so-so scoring numbers in the USHL so far. Ooh, major injury problems. That's a little scary. And Austin Wheeler, Canadian, playing in the Ottawa area, CCHL. Carton Place, playing on the Canadian under-18 team from North Bay. It's between Wheeler and Doherty. Is he committed to anybody yet? Yeah, he's committed to Princeton. I mean, if he's committed to Princeton, he's probably not stupid, but I don't like that we don't have an int rating on him. So the higher and that 13 on Doherty should be safe. I'm going to go with him. See if we can get him away from Mass Lowell. Oh, actually, wait, who's this other guy? Collins, playing Notre Dame in the Saskatoon Junior League. Committed to RPI. Also probably not stupid. I'm going to try... What?
I love how it's probably not stupid. No, okay, all right.
Well, RPI is a very good school. One of the smartest guys I went to grad school with is an RPI grad. And full scholarship. Do we get him? Yes.
No.
Stolen from
Oh.
Mass Lowell.
You didn't offer him a scholarship.
No, I did offer him scholarship.
I don't think you did.
I'm pretty sure I did.
I go back, watch the clip. I'm pretty sure it was on do not offer him a scholarship.
I think I clicked it off. Okay, I'm going to let the other teams go by.
Nope, you had it on don't offer him a scholarship.
Oops.
It was on the bottom one. You are incredibly fortunate.
Yeah, that's lucky. Okay, next round. We got goalies. I don't need goalies.
I look for highest ability still.
Yeah, guys who can come and contribute right away. Well, you like a good combination.
Yeah.
Austin.
Tommy Duguay.
Yeah.
Now you could be nice and offer these guys, scholarships.
Another Canadian under-18 guy, but some leg problems there. Austin Strine, also Canadian under-18.
Draken. All right.
And who's this guy? Andrew Nelson. playing with Wenatchee in the BCHL, which
Doesn't exist anymore.
doesn't exist anymore. They're now the WHL's Wenatchee Wild.
Well, no, the BCHL doesn't exist anymore either.
What do you mean?
Although it kind of does.
Yeah, it's just not part of CJHL.
Well, no, like it's. Did you see what they did? So now all the junior B teams have been moved up to junior A to replace the BCHL.
What? Oh, I didn't see that. Oh.
Yeah, so that happened. So the so junior B is now junior A.
Like the KIJHL?
Yep. Yeah, all three leagues are turning into a
Oh,
new BCHL.
take a
And
look
then
at
so I
that.
don't know what's going to happen with this. Yeah, there's quote unquote college program or whatever. Yeah.
I'm going to go with Strachan. Oh, no, you're right. I had it in the
Yeah.
wrong one, but I will offer him full scholarship. Yeah, Strachan comes to us.
So yeah, that's going to be an interesting watching what goes on in BC there.
And we're getting a little thin here. Oh, big kid going to Harvard next year. 6'4", 233 already. Let's try and grab him. Yep, got him. And tempting to go for that goalie, but we've already got a bunch of good goalies. Oh, 1.5 star, 2.5 star. Oh, Duguay's still there. He's got injury problems, but I don't think we can ignore him.
From a partial scholarship.
I've offered 2 already, and I have... No, I can give him a full.
Yeah, but he's hurt lots. Oh,
Got him. And it's WFHR in Manitoba Junior League. Oh, Winnipeg Freeze.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'm sitting here trying to think. God, I have no idea.
And instead of offering the ball in the partials, got him.
At first, I was way Scapo, but that didn't make any sense. I've never seen
Yeah, no,
WFR,
Way
sir.
Scapo's WAY.
Well, I know. I couldn't think of what WFR would stand for. I wasn't thinking freeze.
I got a pretty smart Czech defenseman, so we should be... Oh, are we out already? Right, what can I nominate?
That said nominate.
Nope. Clement.
For the one.
He's... No, for some reason he's not nominatable. That's odd.
One guy, I thought you said. Mm-hmm.
Maybe one more forward.
Who's the highest ranking potential guy you got left?
I gotta go with both goalies, which we don't really need. And Clement, the guy
How about
I
the
can't.
defenseman, that Czech defenseman?
That's the guy I can't
Oh,
nominate.
you can't. Oh. Why is he listed as a foreigner?
Because he's playing in Ukraine.
Okay.
Let's go with Lawrence from Langley. Committed to Niagara, but let's see if he'll take a partial from us. Yeah. And potentials are even starting to run out too. I'll wait, take a partial. Gonna run out of scholarship soon. Yeah, he will. Only one non-goalie left there.
You know, you could lose that 17-year-old goalie too in a year or two.
Yeah, I should grab one of
If
those
that
guys.
Hawksha's still there,
Yep, he
yeah.
still is. His name is
Yeah,
Hofstra, but he's got Ukrainian dual nationality.
I say you didn't need to offer him a scholarship. If you didn't get it, it would be the end of the world.
And this is, I think we're
Now
coming
look for
into
the
guy we'll
tallest
fix
guy
now.
left. Tallest guy left. Biggest guy
Ah,
left.
so he's actually got a little bit of potential. 6'6", 217, Adam Bosk, Miramichi of the Maritime League.
Don't offer him a contract.
He turned us down. He's
Oh.
gone to Bowling Green instead.
All right. Look for the heaviest guy or the lightest guy.
We got another 6'6" guy. Wayne Jr.
Connor
Steele out there.
Hobbs. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be worth much. I wouldn't worry about him.
Yeah, he signed us. Signed with us. And all the others,
235-pound Swede?
6'5", 235, but half-star potential, so he's probably got no
Okay,
mobility
what's the
whatsoever.
lightest guy? What's the lightest guy or the smallest guy?
Nobody under 5'9". Oh, wow. That guy needs a sandwich. 5'11", 116 pounds.
Tiny. He would be just absolutely destroyed in the BCHL. As an overager, too. How
Anybody
does he
with any
survive in
potential
that?
left? I got a few half-star guys. Oh, what the hell? Let's take a career.
No, yeah, I was going to say, yeah, definitely.
Eugene Ho.
Eugene Ho. That's a sweet name.
We're at the roster limit. Can't do any more.
Oh. Well, Jeff, that's our hour.
Oh, yeah, we're up there. Let's take a quick look at the draft review, see what we're getting next season. And you can see that the draft, the scouting assessments here, I think it's using scouting relative to their current league, so that tends to exaggerate the second number. Well, probably the first number too. That's why they're all showing up as mostly 5s and 4s when they shouldn't be. Got to fix that next year. But yeah, Doherty's tracking 2.5-star guy, a couple of 1.5s. They may get another half-star or so before the end of the season, but we got a little bit of depth coming next year. Carlos McInich, that's a good name. Mostly Canadian kids. But there's the big star. I mean, Doherty will be the guy who steps in. No, he'll be Saint Michel and San Luis will still have 2 years after that. And we can make a center out of him. But yeah, I think that's about it. I'm just going to continue here, but if you want to wrap it up there, Adam?
Sure. With that, thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well, with archives going live Sunday mornings at about 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For European viewers, of course, you can reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. We are on Twitter. Yes, I'm going to continue to call it Twitter until I can no longer call it Twitter.
X.
We're
It's
at
X.
no, Jeff. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey. You can find a link to our official You can find our link to official Discord in our Twitter bio. We are on Threads, although we're not really posting on there yet because we're waiting for that to actually, get a functioning website instead of just being an app, to be nice. And of course, most important of all, you can come on to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to official forums. You can talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, Park Baseball, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, did I miss anything?
I snuck in a couple of games in there against Ohio State, and we won those as well. So we are now 12-0 to start the year. And let's take a quick look at our scoring. Well, yeah, San Luis 30 points in his first 12 games.
Nice.
And Kaplan looks like he's breaking out after having the first rough couple of seasons. Ascot, the freshman, off to a good start too. Still, oh no, right. Lindstrom was suspended for 4 games. Oops, did I forget to put him back in? Oops, sorry about that, buddy.
Well, he has to pay for it. Jeff, there is one other thing we can mention too. I just thought of.
What's that?
Well, what happened this week? That's for FHM9.
What happened for? Oh, the price drop.
Yes.
So if you haven't picked up FHM 9 yet, the price is now down to $19.99 American. Whatever that translates into your local language. I think the Canadian price. They just updated the exchange rates, I think, for a lot of things on Steam. So it may not be quite what it would like. It may not be like a full 50% reduction there from what it was.
$26 right now, anyways.
Yeah.
$25.99.
Still much significantly cheaper than it was in any case. So if you haven't picked up the game yet, have a look at that, and it should be on our. I think it's on our. Yeah, the Fast Spring version is as well.
Yep.
I got to check the Epic Store. I don't think they approved that yet. I got to push that through if it hasn't. But that'll be changing on Epic pretty soon as well.
What about the Mac Store?
Oh yeah, we got. I think that may have been done. No, I got to have a look at that as well.
Okay.
I mean, the smaller ones we don't sell a whole lot on, but
we want to make sure they're available for people.
Yeah, and San Luis is in the tied for the scoring lead. So we'll wrap it up there, and we will be back next week with Adam's Columbus Blue Jackets game. What were you up to? It's 20.
It's the lockout
20,
year.
It's still a lockout year.
Yes, and we're working our way towards the trade deadline. I think we're close to it.
Yeah, I think we've averted the potential cap disaster for next year for the first season under the salary cap.
Yes.
But we'll see if that has cost us our playoff potential. So thanks for coming out, and we will see you back here a week from now.